Alright, what up YouTube? It's your boy Toxic React. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing for y'all. I'm reacting. I'm just gonna start reacting. I'm not finna do my gaming. I'm finna do my gaming stuff, but I really want to focus on the reaction channels because I like to watch stuff that can happen in real life. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker come up at you out of nowhere on some bullshit just because they want to feel tough and they ego in a way. I want to be able to protect myself. So I'm 20. I'll be 21 in May. I live in Missouri, and state law out here, you can have that bitch on you whenever. It don't matter. But it's like, it's still good for me to like be able to protect myself. Like, I don't trust folks. I don't trust folks. I just don't. Anybody just going on their ego is just like, just growing up at a lot of people's ego with like fights I got in at a young age. It's like, I didn't even want to get in them. It's just their egos are in the way. My ego never in the way. If it comes down to it, I ain't gonna really want to fight you. It's just shit. I'd rather just blow your head off. Well, I'm like 160 pounds, bro. And I ain't in the gym. So fuck that. I'm blowing your head off your shoulders. 21, you better watch out. Have a 9 on your spine. I'm playing. But did a video. Store owner takes the fight to the robber twice. Active self-protection. This video is, I think I haven't seen this video. I don't know. I liked it. Probably 30 seconds ago, because why not show support to motherfuckers? Shit. Helps them get out there. Why not? Show love everywhere. So let's get into this video. Let me full screen.
Michael Jordan may be the GOAT, but this intended victim is the real MVP. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Chicago, Illinois. Shows us an attempted armed robbery of a cell phone store that goes hilariously wrong for the armed robber. It does teach us some important lessons about finding the right time to launch a counter ambush, about protecting yourself wholeheartedly, and about in the aftermath of protecting yourself, getting yourself away into safety as soon as you can. So this owner is behind the counter of the cell phone store here, and this customer is in here, and just another day at the store, right? He's showing him some phones and kind of showing him what different phones do and all that stuff. Totally normal to this point until this guy pulls out a bag and then digs into his pocket and produces a gun. And now the...
See, this right here, how dude fucked up. He's on the phone, right? He's on the phone. And y'all saw it in real time when he started pulling everything out. Soon as he pulled out in that bag, you're looking right at front of this guy. You're on the other side of this desk. The desk is not that big. You can really get this nigga. You can literally grab him by that big ass coat and pull that nigga. Even I can do that. I'm 160 and I got the reach. All you need is the reach, and then you got this big ass thing to support you and just pull that nigga across and you start stomping this shit. No cap. But I'm just saying. But like, it's just like, dude had the time to react. But I don't know. Let's just see what happens.
Armed robbery starts with him still on his phone. Now, I love that the owner here, who lives in Chicago but isn't from there, he is Palestinian, and you know, he keeps his cool and he opens a bag and he's like, "Look, man, whatever you want." But he's still looking for his opportunity, and we're going to see it here in a little while. Now, one of the cool things that I notice is that this guy is just being cool and taking all the guy's stuff.
This nigga plotting. That's what he's doing. He plotting. I'm weak.
And he's like, "Hey, look, man, whatever you want. You want me to put the phones in the bag? You bet, I'll put the phones in the bag." And when they get to the register, he's going to find his opportunity here in just a second. As he gets all the money out of the register, the guy put his gun in his left hand, and now our victim goes for it. And it is on. And I love that he just goes after him with everything that he has here, and he doesn't.
All right, but y'all see how big that dude is and the strength and everything he just did right there. He could have did the same exact thing as soon as he pulled that bag out. That wear that, like, you pulling it, like, what? You look like, nah. No, thinking about it now, if you think about the legal way, he was not in harm's way as soon as that that is a suspicion. So it's really the only way you can do is call the cops. Can't call the cops in 1.2 seconds. They'd be up there. That's not possible. So he just wait till the gun. He saw the gun. That's when he can do all that. So everything is legal right now.
Hold anything back. You can see he actually has the guy's gun. He just transferred it into his right hand. The victim has the gun in his right hand right now as they are struggling and wrestling. And you can tell this entangled fight with poor footing on both their cases. And now, again, the victim has the bad guy's gun and he put it in his left hand there. And now he's trying to get out of this guy's way. He's trying to get away from him. And the bad guy has him basically arms free and in a bear hug from the rear. Kind of hard to see at this point, but looks to me like the victim actually got out of the store and now there's a bit of a fight on, and now the bad guy's going to go run back into the back office where he had the victim before, and now the victim comes back, makes sure that the gun is loaded, puts a magazine in it, and chambers around, and then gets on the phone, ostensibly with 911, I'm going to just about guarantee. Now, you're going to see him here, as we sped up just for time, walk back towards the door where this guy is going in, and he knows there's no exit from that door. And so then the guy comes back out, and now the owner has to run away from him a second time. He's already gotten away from him once, and he gets to the door, but now they have a fight again. He's not willing to let the guy out the door. He doesn't want him to get away. So with gun in hand, he goes right back after him. And this is the kind of stuff that...
No, that ain't it, coach. That ain't it. You doing all this and cocking and loading, but you ain't ready to blast. Man, get your bitch ass on, man. Back to the video. Y'all should, anybody else with a human being who's actually scared, you would pull the trigger. But this nigga, he didn't care.
I really think that you should avoid, even though our victim here has cell phone in one hand, gun in the other, and is still out grappling the armed robber. He's got him down. He's got, knee on belly there, which I'm not sure if that's trained or not, but it's good technique, or at least decent technique. Keeps the gun away from him barely. Now, as the guy's trying to continue to get back up, we're going to see him continue to fight, and imagine how much cardio it's taking both of them in this instance. I think the good person probably more because, he's intent on saving his life, but probably not ready for this kind of thing on a daily basis. And then finally, the armed robber who has lost his gun and all that is finally going to get away, and we're going to see at the very end here, our good guy throw the gun into the store to keep it away from the bad guy, finally, as he chases him out of the store. Let's go back and learn a couple lessons out of this one as we're going to walk our way.
You wouldn't got away, you just shot him. For what? All that for what? He put his life in danger. For what? His life was already in danger when a dude showed that he, like, hey, this is what time I'm on. This is what I want to do. You gotta deal with it. As soon as he got that gun, and he knew what time he was on, he should have been on that time. But that's whatever. Let's see what dude gotta say, what he could have done.
Back through this. First of all, I really think that there's not a whole lot of pre-attack indicators here, that this guy's not showing a bunch. He's got a beanie on, but it's Chicago, it's cold or whatever. But now as he finally puts the bag on the table, that's weird, and now our first indicator really is that he's got a gun in his face. But he stays cool. He's looking for his opportunity here, and compliance is always a strategy. In fact, it's a strategy to just give the guy what he wants and hope for the best. If you don't have attitude, skills, and plan, that's probably your best strategy. I don't like being taken in the back at all, but it's okay. In this instance, it worked out for him. Now he's just complying and looking for an opportunity. And that if that opportunity didn't come, this guy just grabbed a bunch of phones and ran out the store. No problem. Let him have them. But he decided he wanted the money in the till as well. And we can see the bad guy there. He put some stuff in his pocket there, and he's transferred the gun to his left hand, not his gun hand, but his support hand. So the owner decides in that moment that he's going to go for it. And you can see that he's taken that gun away, and you can see it right here as I stop it. You can see the victim's left hand is holding that gun. He's got it by the barrel and by the trigger guard. So he has taken it away from him, man. He practiced those 5Ds real fast, man. The deflect and the dominate, the distract with the punches,
Always grab the barrel. Always. If you that close and you feel like you about to do it and if you're not wanting to give out your shit, grab the barrel, point it to them. They pull that trigger, they gone. They killed themselves. You get that gun out their hand, pull the trigger. Do not take that gun and try to fight them with a loaded gun. Just blow their brains off. Shoot them in the legs, shoot them in the ass. You don't even got to kill them. You can just wound them, call the police. That's just you know. Well, shit. Back to the video.
Disarm. Now it's time for the disable, and the easiest way to disable is to get out of the danger zone, because you can see here that the victim is having a hard time keeping the gun away from the perp. Now, of course, the best way to do that, if you possibly can, is to throw that gun as far from either of you as you can, if you cannot control it yourself and keep him away from it. And so that's what I think the victim's trying to do here, is just get himself out of the danger zone and get that gun and himself away, and he's able to do that here. I can't tell you enough. Best strategy at this point, if you broke contact, is to run away, call 911, tell him that he's in the store, and to heck with the stuff. The stuff is insured. I think this was a really bad idea here. I get it in the heat of the moment, but now the owner's like, yeah, I got your gun. What are you going to do now? You don't know what else that guy has on him, what threat that he continues to be. So even if you stay close by where you can track where he goes, don't go back into the danger zone. And putting yourself this close to the guy was a real mistake, because what we're going to see again is as the victim gets close to the door, this guy comes back out the door and is a threat to him again. Get away from him. And if he's going to leave with the stuff, let him leave with it, for gracious sakes. It's insured. You don't want to get back into this kind of fight. If you do choose to get back into this kind of fight, good grappling skills on the victim's part here. You can see him, had a good throw to the ground, good knee on belly, good top position here. He's got a pretty good mount going here on this guy, but he's got his hands full. One hand full of cell phone, one hand full of gun, and that severely limits his options. So learn to get the stuff out of your hand, put the phone on speaker or whatever, get the cops there. But of course, the better thing to do in this instance is to stay out of the danger zone entirely. So as the victim kind of finally wins the fight enough that this guy gets out of here, let's remember that you gotta weather the storm. You gotta wait for your opportunity. When it's time, practice those 5 Ds and go as hard as you can, and don't stay in the danger zone. Instead, get out of the danger zone as fast as you can to cover your asp.
That was the end of that. Dude who got the video, his shit will be in the description. This your boy Toxic, and I'm on.